Now at 6, first responders in Durham experiencing challenges on the job.
On top of a shortage of EMS workers, we're learning emergency responses are being impacted because of the shortage of fire trucks.
Akila Davis has more on the situation and how officials are working to address it.
For the past few days,
53, we do not have any medic units available right now.
Eyewitness News has been monitoring Durham County emergency radio traffic.
In person, do not have a unit to stand by.
And we've heard the same thing over and over again.
It may be a bit before we can get a truck there.
Dispatchers communicating among each other that they either don't have an ambulance available or that there might be major delays getting one to an emergency call.
It may be 30 minutes, it may be an hour, who knows, before they get a truck available.
The county didn't even have the bandwidth to take this woman who needed a ride to the hospital.
Just needed a ride. She said she had an infection on her leg, so we're just getting some bottles on her right now. But, yeah, whenever you can send someone.
We brought these concerns to Durham County's interim chief paramedic officer, Gordon Smith, and asked him if there is still a shortage of EMS personnel and ambulances.
I would say yes, there is a shortage in the sense of we're not where we should be.
Gordon says right now the county needs about 6 more ambulances and about 48 more EMS workers to be considered fully staffed. Walking me over to this dashboard in his office that allows him to keep track of resources.
We have one unit that is en route to a medical call on Fayetteville Road. Every other ambulance at this moment in time is free and available and waiting for a call.
That's good news.
That's great news.
But he admits there are days being short-staffed impacts response times, which he says average about 8 minutes. The calls that are considered more serious are prioritized and get a response first. When that happens, the county calls on other counties to fill in the gaps. They use part-time staffers or allow overtime for current workers.
If we're asking people to work overtime and they're working really hard when they do work, that's going to increase their stress levels and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of a double-edged sword.
He says morale among first responders and equipment burnout are also impacted when there aren't enough workers. But he told me the county is working behind the scenes on a 3-year plan to help. They will be asking for 48 full-time positions and 6 more ambulances.
Getting a fully equipped ambulance with a paramedic and an EMT with the equipment and the skill set and the training that they bring can make the difference between life and death.
In Durham, Akila Davis, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.